enemy.
Hey, what's going on, everybody? Welcome back to another video here on the channel. And first and foremost, I'm recording this at 2 in the morning. Why? Because I'm a little bored. I'm not exactly tired. And I'm on a delayed start due to going to work. And by delayed, I mean I don't have to be there for like another 15 minutes. So I'm going to abuse that power. And honestly, I should get to bed because I'm going to have to get up in like 4 hours, really, to get up and make sure my truck is good to go to work and everything. But that's kind of besides the point. Welcome to story time. I had this idea about recording this video a while ago, and now I've got some time. I'm gonna sit down and do it. Enjoy the gameplay in the background. So, just for general overview of what happened in the story. One of my family members had to go to the ER recently due to, just chest pains. There was chest pains and a sense of urgency of like, hey, I don't know what this is. Can you take me? It's snowy. You've got a truck. Let's go. So, everybody was on a higher alert due to this anyway. So it's not like it was just a simple, oh, I'm going to go have my heart checked out. It was, I might not be okay kind of levels of tension that this snowy March drive ended up being. So I get to the ER, I drop them off, and the ER pull up, and they are able to walk in on their own just fine. So, you can kind of see where this is kind of going. But generally, going to the ER in general, even if, it's for nothing. It sucks. It sucks. There's, everybody's sick or injured or something, and no one wants to be there, but everybody knows, like, this is where you gotta go. So, I drop them off and I go park. They get all checked in and everything. Sign the paperwork, insurance cards, the like, all that stuff. So, fast forward a little bit. I come marching in. I have to hand over my knives because I had one in my bag and one on my keys, as well as have them look through all my backpack and make sure, my homework wasn't going to be a nuclear bomb. Not that I would ever be working on a nuclear bomb, but hey, you know what? They gotta make sure. I get in there and I finally find my family member, and I sit down with them in the waiting room waiting to get called up. And this is where the story, like, truly begins. I'm sitting there, minding my own business on my phone, texting people. I'm messaging people being like, hey, so help me out. I don't do very well personally with ERs. I've just been to enough of them with family members who have unfortunately passed that they just give me the, heebie-jeebies. So I was like, hey, send me some memes, send me some good thoughts, check in on me every, hour or so until I let you know I'm out of here, because I may not be doing the greatest mentally. So if you could, I'm letting you know ahead of time that I need people. I need people to be checking in on me. And while I'm doing this, out of the corner of my ear, if that's even a saying, like, out of the corner of my ear, I just hear the television that's above me talking. And I'm like, the fuck is this thing talking about? And it's talking about a teenager who I guess is like on one of them, like, NBC or CBS, like, mass murderer, serial killer TV shows, like How to Catch a Murderer or whatever the fuck it's called. I don't know. I don't watch, like, nighttime or primetime or what, evening TV. I don't watch TV really at all anymore. I'm more YouTube and, streaming services. So I had not a clue as to the fact that this was even still a thing on there, right? And I just hear this out of the corner of my ear, just, like, going on and on about it. And it's like, you're in an ER, man. You're sitting here and people could have actually been stabbed, and you're talking about getting shot and this kid wanting to stab his mother and all this other stuff. And I'm just over here like, is this really what people wanted to watch? Is this what you have to show in the fucking ER? Like, out of all the things, like, I don't know, put on some SpongeBob or something. Shit. Like, yeah, I know it's an adult It's an adult's ER. It's not like you're going to the children's hospital, where they probably would have had SpongeBob on in the waiting room. But, like, put on something that's lighter. Something that's a little lighter or something. I don't know. And fuck it. A nature documentary would have been better than what they were showing. Because this is like a documentary on a kid that's gone serial killer. That's just fucking creepy, man. Like... And it was going in some pretty gruesome detail about what he was talking about. And I'm just over here like, are you fucking serious? Fortunately enough, due to the fact that this family member had chest pains, we were into the actual ER like really quick. They ran tests and, you know, all that stuff. So they wanted to get them back there as quickly as possible. And I was so thankful because apparently they kept that running like almost all night. That show was still on when I left to go get food, when I left to go get a freaking hot chocolate, and when we left the ER that night. Spoiler alert, or at this point in the story, this family member did turn out to be okay. They had them go out for extra tests, but there weren't any signs of like heart attack or anything like that. It was just, they're like, I think you're really stressed from work. Maybe you need to ask if you can dial it back a bit back at work and go from there. So that's what happened with that whole situation. But just the idea of having like these murder shows and stuff like that playing in a fucking ER just terrify me a little bit to an extent, because it's like, these people don't want to be here in the first place. Shouldn't the idea to make them as comfortable with being here as possible, shouldn't that be like what we're going for? I don't know. Maybe I'm just crazy and people want to be watching this stuff while they wait for a fucking, ER room in the middle of a snowy day in March. But that could just be me. You know, I could be wrong. Let me know. If you guys would like to have more story times like this, I can come up with a few more. I've always kind of liked these because they're old school, like, Call of Duty style commentary videos that you can do real, almost simple. But they're fun to make. So let me know if you guys would like to see more of these. I plan to make a couple more. Not tonight, but just in general. Thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you guys next time.